Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pink Lady Presents. I have to tell you, today is a special day, like always.
I think they were just eavesdropping while
Is
you
that
were
what it
chatting.
was?
Yeah.
Well, it is a special day with us today. Chaplain Dove, my host, and I are welcoming a world-renowned peace leader, Dame Mooney Aruni. Hi, darling, and welcome.
Thank you. My heart to your heart, love and peace, and we are one.
I love
My
that.
pleasure to be here.
Yeah, first of all, before we begin anything, you have done so much in the past 35, 40 years
Yeah.
to make the world a better place. But, Mooney, it didn't start that way. It started with a horrendous domestic violence situation. Can you guide us through that and your journey, how you overcame it to where you are?
First thing in my journey started when I was 7. I've been meditating since that time. And when I married this man, even on the wedding night, he just slapped me. So my marriage was over even that night, and I
Before
got
it began.
I got so scared of him, and he was very abusive, and he was just getting worse and worse every day. And one day, actually, I went to Krishnamurti. I don't know if you heard about him.
No.
He has a big school in Ojai.
And what's the name again?
Krishnamurti. He's a big
Krishnamurti.
philosopher. He was
Okay.
called the Buddha of the 20th century. He is too deep person, very difficult to understand him. I was only 18 years old. I went and sit in front of him. I'm just crying. He called me in the room and he said, "What's wrong?" And I said, "Yeah, this guy." Da, da, da. And he kept asking me a question. When I left him, I said, "This old man not helping me?" Because he wanted me to find my answers.
I get it.
So as I started meditating, I got my answers. So one day, I just left everything, just me and my children, I left.
And how many children do
I
you
have two. I have two, a boy and a girl. My daughter was only 5 years old. So
Wow.
it was one of my best decisions of my life.
Right.
The best. I saved my children, I saved my family, I saved myself.
And then
And-
how did you begin your journey to saving the world, really?
Well, I've always served. When I was 19, I was already financially independent. And I was 23, I bought my first home. I'm already retired, 2018. 2008, I'm already retired. I'm very good with business. So right now, I'm actually creating business with countries to countries, giving trade to one country to the next country, because I am very focused, being a global peace leader, to create jobs, to create tourism, and to create healing. For healing, we have Think Positive World program that I would like to install from kindergarten all the way to the college level. Being a celebrity coach, I have seen a lot of it. And I have students graduated medical school. How sad is that? They can't even go to work.
Well, why, though?
They're so depressed.
I get it.
They are so depressed. They can't even go to work. They don't want to live. They want to commit suicide. I said, oh my goodness. I have people in the army. I have people from all over the world that I work with. So from morning till 10 o'clock, every day I do my international work. So coaching is one of my thing I do, and I'm complimentary. And this year, January 1st, I made my resolution. I will not take anyone after 60. I'm very sorry, King Reddy.
Wow.
I don't want to take anybody because I'm very full, and they are very difficult clients to work with.
It
Really?
took
Now-
him 60 years to get to the problems,
Yeah.
and you need a few years to
Yeah,
help.
yeah.
them.
For me, I have so many people I'm working with. I have Beverly Hills students to work with. I have so many people in my city I need to work with.
Well, what I think you're trying to do, from what I'm gathering,
I found them
is
very
concentrate on the youth of the world.
Yes.
I
And
get
not just the youth. I mean, I'm okay with it. But they feel like, they know everything. How can you change someone when you know they're not centered? I need to
I
be,
see.
a student has to be
at the
ready to
bottom.
say,
I get
yes,
it.
I have this issue. I need help. What can I do?
I know that you've mentioned several times about dealing with the entire world, just so that they have a frame of reference. I know in the last
My
month,
entire
where
world
have
right
you
now.
been?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just in the last
I'm
month.
working on 7 countries.
Okay.
Last 2 months, I was in London for the Commonwealth event.
Okay.
And what
then
event was that?
Commonwealth event is we have a memorial By the way, I'm the only American honored to be there.
Wow.
So
wonderful.
I put the reed for including Pink Lady's name on it, and we
Okay.
have all these people, Global Peace Leader. I put the reed on every year. And after that, in the evening, there's a Westminster Abbey ceremony with all the royalties. They come there. So I went with somebody there. So it was very nice.
And you met the Queen?
You don't met the queen. You just
Oh,
see the queen.
I
Yes.
see.
You don't meet
Okay.
the queen. You just see this queen, and you just see her beauty. And then
I
I
heard
went.
that there were some people in the News Corps who looked up, saw you in proximity to the Queen, and
But
said,
she's
"Who
there
was
for-
that lady with Dame Muni Aroni?"
And then I went to Morocco. I was very honored to receive very well by the city mayor and the city officials. They have probably 400 to 500 people. They put huge tents. It's all posted on the Facebook. You can see how I was received with
And
the
you were
dancers
received,
and flowers and
flowers,
fruits and.
but as a woman in that country.
Yes.
I'm
how
telling you
were
something.
you-
It's a best country for me. Look at, I'm working in Israel. I'm working in the Jewish community. I'm working with Hindu community. I'm working, of course, with the Christian community. I didn't have any Muslim country. I went to different one, but everywhere I felt like I've been locked in. I just could not move. But Morocco is a very good country where I can move.
Really? So
Yeah.
it's open for women to
Very
do their
open,
thing.
and I want to
Okay.
tell you something. Jewish people and Christian people live together like brothers and sisters.
In Morocco.
Yes.
Yes.
Very
When I was
interesting.
in
In
the,
fact, there is a very big memorial for the Jewish rabbis. They have been buried there. So
Really?
every year,
In
6
Morocco.
to
Really?
7,000 Jewish people go there.
right.
Did not
But
know
when
that.
I was stationed with the Air Force in Europe
Mm-hmm.
during the Vietnam War, I got to go to Europe. Everyone else got to go to Vietnam. And one of the countries was Morocco.
Oh.
So we were in Nouessor and Sidi Slimane and traveled into Spain and France and Germany.
Yes.
And I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah.
Even then,
Didn't realize
it
that.
was open. Jews, Christians, and Muslims lived together
Yeah.
and worshiped together. It was
My
just a-
host actually went to synagogue and did his prayer.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
They are all, they don't consider themselves anything but Moroccan.
Yes.
That's it.
And when you go there and you're with all these leaders in all these different countries, what is the main subject that you want them to remember and to try to do in their country to better it?
Okay, I have 7 projects. I have
How many?
7.
7 projects.
Yes.
Okay,
I-
we're ready.
And all my projects are geared to create jobs, to create tourism and healing, of course. So before I go, I need the top country leaders to work because if I'm here, there's nothing I'll be able to do. So I work with the top country leaders. I talk to them. I have meetings. Then I sit down, I give them my projects, how they can do business with the other countries I'm working in.
Okay.
So I know there's, like in Morocco, just recently, I went there in a village. There is a place they produce real argan oil, real, not this
Okay.
fake one. And it's done with the hand. And they have a small little dingy little machine, but they produce a lot of oil there. It's very tedious. But I said, okay, so I take that brand from me. I
Right.
said, look, I am going to market you. I'm going to brand you. I'm going to give you my name. And I don't want any money. I don't want anything. Because this way they can employ more village people to work.
Correct.
This is how I'm creating jobs. I'm not a commercial person anyway. I don't need anything in my life. I have everything.
So
Thank
you're
you, my Lord.
taking small
Businesses.
unknown businesses.
I have done this all my life.
and
I've done this all my life. I've made a lot of brands. So I'm taking them and I'm bringing them to different places. So I'm in the process of doing the labels and all the stuff for them. I found in Morocco they have beautiful lamps and they make one of the best gorgeous doors. I said, okay, so where can I take this? Right? So
Right.
I know a lot of countries. I said, look, you can do this. Like, they didn't have basmati rice. I was deprived of rice for the last 10 days. So how much kush and bread can you eat,
Right.
right?
A lot if you're living in Morocco.
Or I need to have my Italian food,
Right.
So I would like to bring that from India. I'm already talking to somebody. I'm not just sitting around. I'm
Right.
talking to somebody. I said, look, I need this. What can you do? So I'm trying to get hold of the king of Morocco, talk to him because this is his country. And I'm very lucky, even Morocco going the way I went, I still had a lot of media. Everywhere I go,
Everywhere you go.
I got
I just
media.
want to interrupt 1 second because I want to show our wonderful audience, I want to begin to show some of the videos that we have of the things you do. The main project, how it began, was the Arts for
Peace Awards.
And I just want to show everyone one that you started a couple of years ago. So let's look at that.
2016.
Yeah, well, let's look at that now.
On Sunday, October 16th, 2016, at 6 p.m., the Saban Theater in Beverly Hills, California, will host the first annual Arts for Peace Awards Gala. Promoting peace through the arts is a concept founded by Beverly Hills philanthropist Mooney Aroni, and it is a concept that will be promoted and globally celebrated. Mooney is the founder of the Arts for Peace Awards, a global speaker, celebrity coach, author of 7 books, and recipient of numerous awards and medallions. The Arts for Peace Awards will be the first ever celebration of the arts of many cultures from around the world. And the Arts for Peace logo symbolizes this celebration. A dove sits atop a world divided by diverse cultures and ultimately reshapes the globe through love and peace. Awards will be presented in 5 categories: fine arts, cinematic arts, dance, music, and culinary arts. Collaborating with Arts for Peace will be the Queen of Asia Pacific Beauty Pageant. The Queen of Asia Pacific Beauty Pageant will commence at 2:30 p.m. and will culminate during the Arts for Peace Awards Gala in the evening.
That is something special. You started 2016
Yes.
and take it from there.
Yes, it became just a global brand. I'm creating an entertainment Oscar kind of event, so they can bring tourism in their countries. And I'm giving this brand to good people that I feel like have a soul, that they can make money, but 15% I want them to donate to the first 5-star self-sustainable shelter for men, women, children, and animals.
Now, is that your Wisdom Land?
No, Wisdom is part of the Wisdom Land.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I'm trying to get. What is the
That's
name
right.
of this project?
I have not named the shelter because the shelter will be named after someone who are going to be actively involved in it. They were telling me name after me. I said, no, it's not about me at all.
Right.
This is about community projects.
Okay.
You know.
And where will this be located?
Well, right now, everything is coming up in India. All the
Okay.
projects.
Okay.
India is settled, ready.
Okay.
So we have Wisdom Land International. We have Art for Peace Awards. We have the Shelter Project coming. I have exhibition coming, including 7-country exhibition,
You
because
put an exhibition of what?
all trade, electronics. all
For
the
that
trade.
particular country?
Well, they are going. My countries are coming. The one I'm working in.
Okay.
I got them all together. I
Okay.
say, you guys stay together. You do this with this. You do this with this, and you do with
So
this.
you
See?
become the ambassador of economic and trade
Yeah.
where they're not doing it. You're supplementing and in some cases inventing
Yes.
Right.
something
Yeah.
that doesn't exist.
That's right.
Okay.
It's like see in Ghana right now, they are building 200,000 prefabricated home. My friend is involved in doing that work in Ghana. It's so great, right?
In,
It's a-
in Ghana.
In Ghana, yeah.
So
they're
when
from
you
New
say
York.
the homes that they're building, so they're
Prefabricated.
and what's inside? A little bathroom, a little kitchen,
Yeah.
Is it like
Kitchen,
a
bathroom,
one-bedroom or
two to 3 bedroom homes.
3 bedroom?
Yeah.
and what
Prefabricated.
part of Ghana? The outskirts.
No, I don't know too much. My friend is involved from
Yeah.
New York. They are involved. They're doing it. But we also are having a medical summit in Africa this year in
okay.
April. I'll be invited to speak that time. I'm going to connect them with the laboratories. I'm going to connect them with the medical companies. They're
Good.
producing because dealing that kind of trade with U.S. is a lot of protocol, so much paperwork,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
much.
So I think, and I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think we are in a position to help you.
Yeah.
And the way we can do that is, as you know, I'm president of the Los Angeles National Cemetery Foundation.
Uh-huh.
And last year, for the first time ever, we did a 55 African Union
Yes.
event.
Okay.
And the ambassador of all 55 nations to the United States
Is that Goshen?
was our guest.
Is
No,
that- no?
was our guest.
Okay.
And we're doing another big event that has a taste of Africa, clothing of Africa,
That would be
and a
something.
business aspect
Yeah.
of all 55 nations. One of our guests this past October was the Consul General of Senegal,
Yeah.
and she is one of our honorary co-chairs of this project.
Okay.
This makes a lot of sense with what you're doing.
I hope you know in Beverly Hills, we
Mm-hmm.
just maybe last month, we have 400 years of Uru, which is,
What is that?
freedom of African American freedom. So they are
Okay.
uniting Africa.
Okay.
Right.
Because uniting Africa will make Africa strong. First thing is, for me, I'm concerned with hunger. I'm concerned with homelessness. And for me, we have projects that we can grow food in a given area.
Right,
That's
that's
more
important.
food.
Right.
So they have ample of food to eat. So they can market it for the low price. So the common person can be fulfilled. Like in India today, I'm very happy to announce they don't have any hunger.
Really?
No.
I don't think the world knows that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They don't
it.
have hunger. And I tell you something, very few homeless. I found hardly any homeless in Morocco. Because the reason is the family takes care of their people. In our country, the family don't take care of their people. And they just abandon them. Their family structure is husband, wife, and children. And that's it. And the rest, I don't care. Not your business.
I'm just curious, though, Muni, what we have seen in America when we see pictures, and now with the age that we're in, the technical age, is that when I see India, parts of India, there are very poor people. Now, is that the group that you're saying?
There is a
taken care of?
difference between poverty and hunger. We have hunger in United States. We have programs to give them food, but these people have no address. What do you do? They don't have address. I've been active since Los Angeles Skid Row. 2000.
I was going to ask you
Yeah,
about that.
1980.
Yes, right.
So I know the problem, but the problem is it's a little bit more than I can talk about it here. But all I can tell you is we have people in the United States sleeping hungry every day because we have help. It's not like we don't have help, but they don't know how to go about that help. Of course, family is not there. That's the main problem.
Yes.
The family structure in the United States, unfortunately, has been really shattered. And because of these broken families, today there's a depression, no more. Being suicide, no more. Drug addict, no more.
Sad.
Alcoholism,
Very sad.
no more. And I live in Beverly Hills. So this is all normal. Oh, drug addict, hook. But nobody think why a person is a drug addict. See, my children never have to take drugs because they have a lot of love at home. One ingredient is missing in their life is love. When the love is missing, the addiction comes in. You see, everything kicks in. So with me, I never had any stimulant in my entire life. Why? Because early wisdom when I was 7. See, if I didn't have meditation, I didn't have that lifestyle, I will be doing the same thing, not centered. So same thing, sex addiction. It's okay, no more. But the thing is, it's not normal. These people have really, they need help, they need love. Because see, what happened is during their mutual relationship, they felt loved. And after everything is over, both parties feel used, abused, depressed, low self-esteem, and they want to go back and have sex again to feel that way in that moment. Do you understand?
Yes.
So before they know, they're going from here, Here it's like even animals don't do that much. But the thing is, you lose your self-respect. See, this is my temple.
Okay.
And my temple is very sacred to me. This is where the Lord lives. God is right here.
Exactly.
You are also doing a lot of work on Skid Row with children, I heard.
Yes, I have employed people on the Skid Row. I mean, every production I have done, this production, the one I did October 2018, right?
Right. What you're talking about, the Arts for Peace
Yes.
Award. I want to show, before we do that, I'd like to show the 2018.
Okay.
Can we just show that,
All right.
everyone? I think you'll be interested how Muni has grown in the couple of years since 2016.
Tonight's event is the Art for Peace Award, the third gala. It is crazy here tonight. I think it's over 2,000 people. I don't even know where people are going to sit. It's everybody in Hollywood. We're truly honored and excited. We have amazing sponsors. A shout out to all the sponsors. And I'm so excited. Make sure you join us on one of my biggest events ever, only 100 days away, at the Oscar Gala at the Hilton Hotel Universal. So we're so excited. We're going to show you tonight's event, and then make sure you tune in for the next year's event. Thank you so much.
Muni, you have done so much in these past few years with Arts for Peace. You just have. I have to mention a name, and I may not get it the right pronunciation. Dr. Hong. You mentioned him a lot as your mentor, your spiritual guidance, mentor relationship with him, and your Tai Chi place.
Yeah, Tai Chi Min.
I'm not getting this right.
Tai Chi
Muni's
Min.
going to take
Tai
over,
Chi.
but you know what I want to know
Well,
about.
he is a very Buddha of the universe because he has created something I have never seen. I've been traveling all my life.
Okay.
He has created thousands of brothers and sisters happy, content, successful. See, usually the institutions you go to, either there is like, forget everything, come to the temple and forget it, forget the world. Or get involved in the world so much, it becomes so commercial, forget this side. But he's a good balance between both worlds. And I go there quite a bit.
And
Whenever
where is he?
He's here. He's all over the world.
Okay.
He's all over. He is in many countries. I go, when I enter at my academy, I just feel so good. I was there last night too. I landed, I went directly there. We had meditation for almost 15,000 people.
Now, when you say you went there, where
At the
is
meditation.
there?
They're in Diamond Bar, Tai Chi Man. And we're not like one of the commercial places. We take people who are serious about life. and everybody is welcome to come. It's not any religious based or political based at all.
It's a place of
It's just a
peace.
wisdom, yes. And you will find a bunch of people like this, like me. Yeah, a bunch
A
of
bunch of people
Yeah.
like I don't think so. They may
You-
be happy.
please come.
They may be content.
No.
But they're not going to be like you.
Yeah, because internally,
Yeah.
I have seen people come to the academy depressed, sad, all of a sudden.
Right.
In fact, my niece just arrived yesterday, going through a lot. She just had a severe car accident, and I told her just move to LA, and she lives in Michigan, I think. And she was in a severe car accident, very depressed, going through a divorce. So I told her just leave your work, come to the family, and join the Tai Chi Man and see, because it's a place of healing. How
I
can
love
you go
it.
wrong?
I
And-
want everyone, I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but I do want to get this in while we have time. The next video that I want everyone to look at is something that is like a culmination now of some of the things that you've been doing. So let's all look at this.
Okay.
We are at Art for Peace Awards and we have with us the founder of this program and our guest. Ma'am, first of all, would like to know the motive behind organizing these awards.
My name is Dame Muni Ironi. I'm the philanthropist queen of Beverly Hills. I started Art for Peace Award for one purpose, to serve. I want to have a 5-star self-sustainable shelter for men, women, and children and animals. Art for Peace Award will generate enough funds that we can support the shelter, so the shelter don't have to ask anyone for money to support. Self-sustainable.
That's a great cause and thinking behind this. With so much negativity around the world, how you see that a platform like this is important for across the world?
Art for Peace Award history doesn't exist in Hollywood or Beverly Hills. We have 7 projects. One of the projects is creating jobs, tourism, and healing. All the world is here today. I want you to introduce Shekhawat. He's the ambassador from Bangladesh. Mr. Sanjay, he's from Corbo, ambassador of Corbo. These are 2 ambassadors from the African continent. So the whole world is here. And all of these people first time to India.
So do you think that they'll be coming back to India very soon?
Of course, they love the culture, like the tradition, like the language. My message to all the young one, keep your tradition, keep your language, keep your culture. You're beautiful who you are. India is going to rock with me.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Jai Bharat. And we are one. My heart to your heart, love and peace. We are one.
Mooney, I'm going to ask you something, and I believe that our audience would like to know this. What is your wish for the next 5 to 10 years in your life?
I am manifesting to finish Wisdom Land International, give away my Art for Peace Award to good people in their countries to make the production, finish the 5-star self-sustainable shelter. These are my project. Shelter is actually my life purpose. That's why I thank my ex-husband for abusing me to making me find my purpose. He gets so mad all the time, but I say it because it's true.
Dame Muni Aroni, you know, you have made our day today
Thank
by
you.
showing the world what one can do
It's true.
when
Very
they're
true.
faced with adversity in the beginning,
Yeah.
as you were, and how they take that step and another step and a journey on to helping others, not just themselves.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Thank you
being
so
with
much.
us today.
Thank you.
And I'm going to do the sign. I hope I'm doing this right. For
We are one.
peace near my heart. Dove, come on, let's get
We got it.
Right near our heart. God bless everyone out there. Peace to all of you. Bless you, Dame Mooney.
Thank you.
We'll be back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna live.
We Are America, the show that proves that age is only a number for those that are 60, 70, 80, 90, and over. come and see us, for we are America. We are back. Hello, everyone. You know, it's terrible because we have such a good time here, and then all of a sudden we do open it up to the world. So we are here, and I am just in awe because when I grow up, I'm going to look like this young lady right beside me. Valerie
God.
Swift Bird. I love that.
Oh, well, thank you, Pink
And
Lady.
how did we get that beautiful name? And plus, 1 second, guess where she's from, Doug?
I would guess she's from somewhere in New England. How about that?
Boston.
Yes.
And that's where we're from.
Oh, yes.
So
Well,
what part of Boston?
Well, Cambridge, Arlington, then
Okay.
Cambridge, and then I moved to
We're
New York.
from Melrose, Massachusetts.
Yes.
We're
Melrose
3
was
miles
very-
on the other
Right.
side of
It's all
Charles
the same
River.
hood. That's
Yes.
where my aunt lived. So
Really?
No, I picked up on your accent right away. I knew it, you know.
I
because
love it. I love it.
I know it.
And you came out here when?
I came out here, so I moved to New York.
Okay.
And the first thing they had me do, that I had to do, was lose my accent.
I know. I know.
So, you know, I went through all that. And one day I called my sister, and she's an executive, and this was, you know, recently, in the past 10 years. And she said, hello, this is, and she said her name, if I'm away from my desk.
Right.
If you'll be so kind to leave your name and your number, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I said,
And your number?
what's your number?
Yeah. What is that number?
Yeah, see?
I love it.
It's the little things with the
Yes.
Boston accent that makes it impossible.
Now, you came out here, and then you were on Broadway, though.
Yeah,
first,
well,
so-
I did chorus line. So in Boston, I worked with a jazz dance company. I started that in high school, and that's when we got all these great gigs. We worked with Aretha Franklin, with the Pointer Sisters. We worked with all kinds of Bill Withers, and we opened for a lot of shows that were, I don't know if you remember, a summer thing in Boston. We did all the summer things, Symphony Hall, and then we went in
To Broadway.
We went to my first Broadway show was with this dance company. We danced in a tribute to Duke Ellington, which was conducted by his son Mercer Ellington at the Roseland Ballroom.
Wow.
And that's what set my
You
hair on
also
fire.
did chorus line.
Yes, I did. Then I moved to New York and I did a lot of things. And then I did chorus line. I did it was a national tour projection,
Right.
so I did that, and then I came back to New York. And then once you've done that in New York, you're kind of on the roster.
Right.
So when things
West
come up,
Side Story.
Yes, I did. Well, I did West Side Story for a year in Europe.
Okay.
I played Anita and Anybody's. I split the role.
Wow,
so I
that's
played
fabulous.
like, you know, the hot Puerto Rican, and then I played the little scrappy, you know, tomboy.
And then
so it was
when-
a lot of costume
Right, I
changes.
mean, that's a juxtaposition
Yeah.
of roles over here. And then you also came out to California.
Yes.
And you were in a soap. What soap
Oh,
was
well,
that?
yes. Well, the soap I was in was The Guiding Light.
Okay.
Yeah. The Guiding Light. I actually did that in New York.
And what
then
part did you play?
I played Anna Marie the French maid.
Woo,
So
yes.
with Martha Hackett. I don't know if you know the actress Martha Hackett, but she
think
was.
I do.
I was her maid, and so I came out to L.A. With it was an invite with NBC. They had a management program, and they were developing people. So I came out, and I didn't know how to drive. I had to learn to drive.
Yes, out here you do.
In Jersey City. I got my license the day before I moved here, and I moved out here. And then I did a lot of plays and some films and television. And then I went on a blind date and met my husband.
I love it.
I know.
Now, wait a minute. And how did you get to Vegas?
Oh, well, Vegas.
You were at the Sands, I think.
Yes, I was at, well, that's New York. So
Okay.
I worked all the time in New York. So it was, you know, it was one show, then come back, then audition, one show, come back and audition. And yes, I worked at the Sands Hotel. I headlined in a show called Top Secret, which was, you know, designed for their
Right.
room. And that was exciting. And during that time, I was also working at a place called the Crystal Room, very upscale dinner club in Tokyo. So I did sort of the Crystal Room. I came back. I did Vegas, and then the Crystal Room wanted me back, so I got out of that contract. So I went back to Tokyo.
Well,
and then
I'm going to show everybody a little bit of you being a comedy star. Can we go to that shot right now?
yeah, Sister Moon.
But I always
really wanted to be was a secretary. Mainly because I like to doodle on my father's desk pad. Over and over and over and over again, I would write my secretary name, Marianne Desmond. But after New York, that dream got upgraded. Now I wanted to be a go-go dancer. My mother was horrified. But I later did figure out that being a go-go dancer or a secretary were actually demeaning, unfulfilling, dead-end career choices with absolutely no job security. So luckily I got into show business.
You know what? You are not just a pretty face, right, everyone?
Thank you.
No, you're absolutely adorable. I want to know, Sister Moon, where did you get that name?
Yes, well, that's sort of that started my new thing. I did a program at Yale. Actually, my mom had passed away, and I came home, and someone had given me suggested I do an audition for this program at Yale, which they audition in different countries, and they pick a certain amount of students, and you do a program, and then you perform at the Eisman Theater. So I thought, I'm just going to do this audition because I want to get through the week.
Okay.
And I got it.
Good for you.
And on the spot, and I thought, well, now what? I don't do this. I don't do this. I do shows and characters, So I just did it. I did the Yale conference, and I learned about how to write your own show, which I think is so wonderful for everybody. Even if you just write it to sing it in the shower, it's so.
Well, that brings us to
great.
your new show that you're working on called One Thing Leads to Another. I love that. Because one thing does lead to another
That's
in every
it.
part of life.
Especially if you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're right.
Yeah, that's so true. So I wrote Sister Moon, and it was autobiographical, and it was funny, and anytime I had something serious to say, I always like to, sort of parenthesis it with humor, and there was lots of dancing and singing, but I thought a little clip like that might be interesting.
And then how did you get to One Thing Leads to Another?
Well, because I was, I have a new show. I have a new EP I'm coming out with. It's called My Eclectic Heart.
Oh.
Because of all the different genres of songs that I've sung, and that, sort of pick one. And I've been really into jazz for the past couple of years. I like the musicality. I like it how it informs the rhythm and just the whole experience of the song. But what do you put on an EP?
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of that. So that's called My Eclectic Heart. And I was going to call my new show My Eclectic Heart, but when you asked me to give you the bullet point bio, I thought, no, I can't. My mind's all over the place. So as I did it, it was like, okay, one thing leads to another.
I love it.
And that's where I got the name for this next show.
Because in life, you know, Val, that one thing does lead to another. In love and relationships, I'm going to say, in new friendships, just in giving things to the world, one thing leads to another. And when I say that, one thing does lead to another, because now that is leading us on a pathway of music. You're going to hear Valerie Swift Bird in just a minute. We'll be right back. Senior Star Power, we have a dream.
What do you think of the show?
I thought it was marvelous.
Oh my gosh, it was so inspirational and it was so entertaining.
I was so impressed with all the talent.
But what comes to mind immediately, I think of Tony Bennett, Lena Horne, Angela Lansbury, all of these people who are seniors, and hey, the sky's the limit.
It was a wonderful show, and I enjoyed it immensely. We enjoyed it, my wife and I, immensely.
I love it. We're back. I think I said this before, but in my next life, Val, in my next life, I want to come back as a singer, and a dancer, and a comedian. I don't think that's asking the High Lord, too much, right? I am going to be so happy to give you to my wonderful audience out there. They are going to love you. Valerie Swift Bird.
Thank you so
Take it
much,
away.
Pink Lady. You are something else. This next tune is a Duke Ellington tune. And the thing about Duke Ellington is apparently everyone loved him. He was just one of those guys. And I love him too. Love you madly, right or wrong, sounds like the lyric of a song. And if it's so, I thought you ought to know, I love you madly. Better fish are in the sea, is not the theory for me. And that's for sure, just like I said before, I love you madly. If you could see the happy you and me, I dream about so proudly. You know, the breath of spring that makes me sing my love song so loudly. Good things come to those who wait, so just relax and wait for fate to let me see the day you say to me, I love you madly. When I was 18 years old, I was in a dance company, and we got a gig going to New York to dance with the Duke Ellington Band, headed by his son, Mercer Ellington. It was a tribute to Duke Ellington, and it was at the Roseland Ballroom on Broadway, and it was packed with who's who I had no idea who was anybody. But it was so exciting, so filled with electricity, and so filled with love, because Mr. Duke Ellington was a lover. Love you madly, right or wrong, sounds like the lyric of a song. And if it's so, I thought you ought to know, I love you madly. Better fish are in the sea, is not the theory for me. And that's for sure, just like I said before, I love you madly. If you could see the happy you and me, I dream about so proudly. You know, the breath of spring that makes me sing my love song so loudly. Good things come to those who wait, so just relax and wait for fate to let me see the day you say to me, I love you madly. I love you madly. I love you madly. Oh, I really do. Thank you.
We need one more.
Okay. I think I can do that. This is a song written about a very, very famous and wonderful Brazilian singer. Her name is Astrud Gilberto, and it was written for her by her best friend, also an incredible singer, Basha. Nobody knows where she came from, the tall and tanned and young and lovely girl with a voice as light as air. Nobody knows but no one cares, 'cause everybody loves her when she sings. She'll make you dream a fairy tale. With a certain smile, she can make you feel so nice. saying gently goodbye. Sadness still she'll break your heart. Listen to her once, you'll feel lucky she was there. One note summer will never be the same. Never be the same. Where is she now, the lovely girl with the softest voice you ever heard, asking, fly me to the moon? I know I'll find her in the sun, Copacabana meditating. Her lonely heart is nothing new. With a certain smile, she can make me feel so nice, saying gently goodbye. Sadness still she'll break your heart. Listen to her once, you'll feel lucky she was there. One note samba will never be the same. Never be the same. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Where is she now, the lovely girl with the softest voice you ever heard, asking, fly me to the moon? I know I'll find her in the sun, Copacabana meditating. Her lonely heart is nothing new. With a certain smile, she can make you feel so nice, saying gently goodbye. Sadness still she'll break your heart. Listen to her once, you feel lucky she was there. One note samba will never be the same. Never be the same. Ba-da-da, fairy tale. Ba-da-da, fly me to the moon. Fly me, fly me, fly me to the moon. Fairy tale to the moon. Fly me to the moon.
You know, we always tell you, my partner and I, we always say we have the best of the best on our Pink Lady Presents. Now tell everyone, where are you going to be in the next few months?
Yes, in the next few months I have a jazz concert that I'm doing with Julie Kelly. It's called Jazz Mania. And then I have a gig at the Artisan Wine and Cheese Jazz Bar, and that is going to be all my show, and it's going to be sort of a tryout for my new show that I'm going to be writing and doing at the Gardenia Room.
I love
called
it.
One Thing Leads to Another.
To another. And then she has some CDs. Where is your website in case all these wonderful people want to see you and buy your CDs?
Okay, so my website is www.valerieswiftbird.com.
Okay, say it once more.
Yes, it's one word. Valerie Swift Bird, like the birds that fly.
Right, and what is the website again?
www.valerieswiftbird.com.
Love it.
Okay.
Everyone, I know that you want to see her. I know you want to hear more of her. I know you would like to buy some of her CDs. Please go on her website. It is our privilege to tell people in our next shows, where you'll be, and keep your beautiful site in front of our audience's site.
Thank you so much.
Again, thank you so very much. God bless you.
Okay.
We'll see you again. Love you all. Thank you for watching.
I'm gonna live until I die. The blues I lay low, I'll make 'em stay low.